McKinsey 7S model. McKinsey 7S model is a tool designed for the purpose of examining the structural layout of a particular company or business by considering 7 important internal components, namely strategy, structure, skills, staff, style, systems, and shared values, and it can be aligned together to achieve effectiveness. The model can be applied to many situations, and it's a valuable tool not only for organizational design change and also for personal growth effectiveness. In McKinsey model, the 7 areas of organization are divided into soft and hard areas. Strategy, structure, and systems are hard elements such as SOPs, IT systems, and manuals that are much easier to identify and manage. On the other hand, soft areas such as skills, staff, style, and shared values can be harder to describe and are less tangible and are more influenced by your culture. Now we will discuss all 7 models. Strategy. It is a plan of action or the roadmap or the blueprint through which we can gain a competitive advantage or a leadership edge and successfully compete in the market and in line with our mission and values. Basically, a good strategy should be well aligned and expressed as well as should assist in sustaining competitive advantage so as deemed good and effective. Keeping it simple is also a good strategy sometimes. Depending on the situation, we can apply our strategy to ensure effectiveness, whether it's long term or short term. To assess each of these elements, we should know what is our strategy are we going to use, how do we intend to achieve our objectives, how do we deal with competitive pressure, how is strategy adjusted for environmental issues. Simple success strategy is learn and implement. Develop a vision and strategy for a meaningful life journey. Next is the structure. The structure is the way in which a company is organized, chain of command and accountability relationships that forms its organizational chart. It is also one of the most visible and easy to change elements of the framework. If you look at your personal growth, how is your plan organized? How goals are structured? To assess each of these elements, here are some questions to ask. How are you handling things in an organized way, whether it's aligned with other or not? What is the hierarchy? How do you coordinate activities? Is decision making effective? How are decisions made? Is it based on empowerment, decentralization, or other approaches? What are the lines of communication, explicit or implicit? How is the information shared, formal and informal channels across all the levels? Work hard in an organized, structured, focused, committed and responsible manner and you will get results. Systems. Systems are the processes and procedures of the company, individual, which reveal the daily activities and how decisions are made. Systems entail the business and technical infrastructure of the company that establishes workflows and the chain of decision making. The system can evaluate where are the controls and how are we monitored and evaluated, what are the internal rules and processes, what are the primary objectives and technical systems that drive force, what and where are the system controls, how is progress and evolution tracked, what is the mission and vision. Mission is how are you going to do it, and vision is what you want to be. Create a mission and vision statement for your life. Have a positive belief system to overcome all obstacles. Skills. Skills are the abilities that individuals can perform very well. They also include capabilities and competencies. During growth change, the question often arises of what skills will really need to reinforce its new strategy or new structure. Self-improved skills are more powerful than natural skills. We should know what are the strongest skills represent to others. Are there any skill gaps? Are you utilizing the skills? How are your skills monitored, assessed and improved? What skills are used to deliver your core values? Are these skills sufficiently present and available? Skills are only meaningful if used properly. Research, recharge with skills and reflect on the goal. Repeat till you achieve reward and success. Staff. Staff involves talent management, and all human resources related to decisions such as training, recruiting, motivating, and reward systems. Its individual strength and their general capabilities. We should know what positions or specializations are represented within the team. Are there gaps in required competencies? Are you the key employee? Are you an asset to the organization? Are you working as per your job description? Are there gaps in required capabilities or resources? How are we performing? Are you satisfied? Staffing relationship with ourselves and our profession. Style. Style represents the way you are managed by different level leaders, how they interact, what actions they take, and their symbolic value. This lays emphasis on the leadership style and how it influences strategic decisions, people motivation, and organizational performances. The attitude of leader style establishes a code of conduct through their ways of interactions and symbolic decision making, which forms the management style of its leaders. The style focus on what the style of leadership was adopted, how participative is the management or leadership style, how effective is the leadership, do we tend to be competitive or cooperative, what is the management or leadership style like, how do they behave, are you aligned with that? Is your style of function competitive, collaborative, or cooperative? What behaviors, tasks, and deliverables does management or leadership reward? Your style of action should be based on that. Shared values. Shared values are the core of McKinsey 7S model. They are the mission, objectives, norms, and standards that guide behavior, core intrinsic values, and actions that are the foundation of every individual. It will influence the code of ethics. Our shared values are: what are your core values? What is your culture like? How strong are your values? What are the fundamental values as built on? What are the ideal versus real values? Your core value is a part of your vision. Build a strong vision. People connect with good values and not just good words. Understanding the importance of value-added and non-value activities helps to improve our focus and performance. These are the 7S model called as elements for success. The McKinsey 7S model is one of the most popular strategic planning tools. The model recognizes 7 of these elements and considers them to be interlinked. Therefore, it's difficult to make significant progress in one area without making progress in other areas as well. Accordingly, to be successful, we should ensure that all these elements are aligned and reinforced. Thank you.